Maurice, nous serions heureux que vous preniez un verre avec nous. Tenez.
Merci, monsieur. À votre santé, messieurs, dames.
À la vôtre, Maurice, à la vôtre. C'est très bien, Maurice. Vous pouvez vous retirer, merci.
Bonsoir, messieurs, dames.
Vous avez vu? C'est l'exemple même de ce qu'il ne faut pas faire avec le Martini Dry.
In these difficult times, we tend to dwell on our own problems. But it's important to take a moment now and then to reflect on those better off than we are, to think about the plight of the more fortunate. And how better to immerse ourselves in the concerns of the rich and frivolous than with Luis Buñuel's great The Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie, which won the Oscar for Best Foreign Film in 1972. This film is a comedy of manners, it's a bedroom farce, it's a political satire, it's a gothic melodrama, it's a religious allegory, it's all of these things, but it's not any one of them. Luis Buñuel was one of the great artists of the 20th century. He started out in the 1930s making provocative, blasphemous films with Salvador Dali. He fled Franco and ended up in Mexico, where his work took on a much more politically and socially conscious tinge. In the 1960s and 70s, he wound up in France. He began shooting in color. He cast his films with well-known French movie stars. And his work took on a veneer of sophisticated absurdity, a kind of worldly mischief.
Et pour montrer votre valeur, vous avez invité à dîner avec vous le spectre du commandeur.
Et pour montrer votre valeur, vous avez invité à dîner avec vous.
Now, by bourgeoisie, Buñuel meant the ruling class, and by discreet charm, he meant utter indifference, complete complacency, detachment from reality. This is conveyed not just in the blasé manners of all of the characters in this movie, but in the very structure of the film itself. It moves from dream to reality without quite telling you which is which. Nor does it indicate whether what's happening on screen is meant to look like comedy or tragedy. Now, Buñuel has a great time lampooning the selfishness and complacency of the very rich. But these attitudes have consequences in the real world, and all evidence to the contrary, the discreet charm of the bourgeoisie is anything but a joke.
Regarde,